Hey, 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 everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope all is well on this Monday morning, January 13th, 2025. Where has the time gone? Just a few seconds ago, we were saying Happy New Year, right? So, today or this week, we are going to tackle the harsh truths about service based businesses. I want you to make up in your mind today that you are not going to stay stuck. Do not stay stuck. Know, consider, and understand that in no uncertain terms that you get to decide. Mhm. You get to decide whether you're going to stay stuck or not. And we're going to help you traverse today. So last week, we're literally just building on what we were talking about last week, and that is leveraging your expertise no matter what the level you're on or at. And you do this with undeniable digital offers that you create, you keep both on and offline so that these things can start to sell for you, whether you're at work or not, whether you're at the wheel or not, whether you're working for it or not. So, again, welcome to Live at 5 with Tanya. And this is a daily live stream from ECMG Creative Studios, and it's power packed with bite sized, actionable business strategies, trending insights, and profit producing tips or boosting tips to help businesses like yours and pros take their businesses to the next level with profit producing tasks every single day that you can do either at the top or at the bottom of our hour. So join us every weekday at 5 a.m. Eastern so you can start growing up and glowing up right now. As always, we are powered by these four pillars: focus, consistency, relationships, and service. Every relationship that you ever have has been based on a conversation. But before you even get there, you have to have a mindset that's going to take you not just there, but beyond. When you focus, I want you to focus on the main thing. Let the main thing be the main thing and do with anything other than that. I want you to do away with that. Recognize that it's not just about supply and demand, but that you are the supply, you are the demand, and you are the creator of demonstrating power of it. Every time you show up on or offline, people buy into what you do for them. I'm going to say that one more time. People buy into what you can do for them. People will buy into what you do for them. If you're not doing anything for them, they're not relating to you. They're not listening to you. They don't care. Just get it done. When you demonstrate power, you stop all of the nonsense. You remember back in the day when we used to watch basketball and they used to be down for the count. What did the coach say? Make them shut up. The only way you stun folk is to show them. I can show you better than I could tell you. Next, we want to go into consistency. The easiest way for you to get things done is go into a space and a place where you understand you're not going to do it alone, and you shouldn't have to do it alone. We're in the era, in the age of technology, wherein you can decide to provide yourself with the ways and the means to make things simpler and easier for yourself. And so here we have given you not just tools, but we have given you an arsenal that you can use to understand and make up in your mind that there is no longer an excuse for you not being able to show up, whether it's live, in person, a video recording, an audio, or hybrid of some of the aforementioned, right? Next, we want to talk about relationships. Relationships are what makes the world go round. And part of your job, no matter what station you're in life or stage you're in at your business, you have to create connections. And there's been no better time in history where you can do that instantly, whether it's through dropping an ad, going live, putting up a post, making a funny meme. Today, you can do that. What better way for you to use those tools of relationship, what we'll call relationship building tools, than by connecting with an affiliate so that you can help them make more money and they'll pay you to do it, right? Those are the best relationships, the ones that you get paid from. And whether it's in financing or even information that you can use that will, help and enhance your life. There's nothing in the world like being in a relationship where there is, number one, an unfair advantage to the outside world, and number two, where you are elevated and you get to improve every single day. And then we're talking about service. Service should be a part of your business's bottom line no matter what. I don't care whether your profit margins are massive or not. You always want to be in a space and a place where you can help others move throughout the cabin freely. Help some folks that will never have the chance, the opportunity to ever pay you back, right? You want to do that with clear intentions, pure motives, because when you do things that way, you will always be multiplied in the areas where you need it most. The greatest way to give is to give your way out of where you are right now. So, I wanted to introduce you to the Zillionaires community. And when you come into this community, it is about AI, automation, and repurposing your content and rebranding the way I can show you how to repackage, to remix, and everything that you have to offer. We can repackage it so you're in front of the right audience. You don't even have to work with me. All you need to do is have a system, support, and speed to get you through your day. That's what these QR codes are about. You don't have to wait. You can click right through, save, bookmark, whatever the case, and scurry on back because today we're going to have a stone gas appointment for you that you are going to love. So this is last week's slide. I'm not even playing games with you. I'm giving you full transparency. We work until the last second to get you a show that you are going to love. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna bounce back to this slide in the interest of time. And in the meantime, somebody's gonna help me with my presentation because what we're going to do today is we are going to get you to a space and a place. Let me see if I can bring it up for you to know, consider, and understand that the struggle is optional. Somebody write that down. The struggle, come on here, somebody. The struggle is optional. The struggle is optional. The struggle is optional. Put that in the show notes. The struggle is indeed and in fact optional. So if I can get into office instead of co-pilot, that would be great. Yeah, the struggle is optional. And a lot of folks, they stay stuck without realizing that, guess what? You don't have to stay there. It is a choice. It is, excuse me, it's a place where uh, you make a decision as to whether you're going to stay, whether you are going to struggle, or whether you are just going to get out of Dodge and do something different. And I want to see you do something different, and I'll be giving you those tools today. Mm. All right, so let's move on right now. We're still going to talk about trending topics. We're still going to give you tactical practicals and takeaways. Here we go. Thank you, Lord. So let me just give you the breakdown today. Just write this down because it's not on the screen. We're going to talk about the money trap of trading time for money. It's a money trap. It's where your money is stuck. Number two, we're going to talk about the case for adding products. We're going to show you how to do that this week. Overcoming common objections is number three. Identifying the right product for your business. We touched on that last week. We're going deeper this week. Number five, you're going to get started with your very first product. We're going to help some of you, pull some of you up, and show you how to polish off what you've already started with. Number six, we will show you how products complement your service business. Then we'll talk about maintaining balance between products and services, and so on and so on. So today or this week is going to be action packed, and we can't wait to get it started with you. All right, so here's the scenario. Imagine waking up one day to find that your schedule is completely booked with clients. That sounds like a good problem, right? But reality hits because you're so tied up in delivering your services that your income stream is now frozen in place. It's entirely dependent upon your time, your energy, which are your most precious resources that very seldom can you get back. Many service based businesses and entrepreneurs, you face this hidden money trap, but there's a smart, simple, sustainable, and oh, yeah, a scalable way out of this conundrum. And that is coming through creating products that sell while you sleep. Can somebody say an amen and put publishing in the chat? Put publishing in the chat. You press that button to publish, and you have a product that lasts you. Make it last forever. It's Monday morning. I'm getting to it. So the solution here is this, what we will be tackling this week, and it is the most common objection. And this is why you're staying stuck, because there's an excuse on the table, which is what we crush around this place. It's that you don't have the time or the resources to create products. This week, I'm going to crack you in your skull with the right products. Listen, we're taking that off the shelf. We gave you product last week. We'll give you product this week so that you have no more excuses. And then we're going to show you how it's much more achievable and rewarding than you think. Stop making things harder than what you think. If you want to know what that's about, go back and replay what we talked about last week. Stop doing this and make things very simple for yourself. Staples already told us they got the button and they got me with it. That was easy. Not is, not will be, that was easy. I'm getting into your mindset now. Start calling those things out as though they were already. Stop calling those things that are not as if they were already. It was easy. You're going to discover this week why adding a product based business revenue stream, a line of business into your business. It isn't just a luxury, but it's a game changer for your business. It offers some financial stability, scalability, and even creating and creative freedom. By the end of today, you're going to have actionable steps to start building a product strategy that complements your services and sets you up for sustainable success. Now, if you're ready to learn, if you're ready to unlock and unblock your business for your truest potential, you might want to get with us. It is I, Tanya Weeders. I am your brand broker. I am your digital marketing mentor and your business impresario. I have gone from 25 years of brand experience over the life of my business, the lifetime of my career. I've gone from global banking to publishing to marketing. And right now, right here, I'm with you teaching you and learning also how to master digital marketing and attaching automation, artificial intelligence, repurposing to that bad boy so that what we can leverage our brands for automation and agency. Today, I'm here to help you help yourself get out of this chagrin and make it to the top because that's where you belong. So let's get up out of this money trap of trading time for money. It's a game, it's a trick, it's a scam. I said it. Remember this forever. Write this down, Put it in the chat while you like, share, and engage. Income is based on your availability. Income is based on your availability. So, to all of you who are under the sound and the influence of my voice, understand today that your availability, as soon as you deploy these tactics and strategies that I have given you, you have just become omnipotent. You have just become omnipresent. What does that mean? Omnipotent, omni, all powerful. You have become all present, meaning presence everywhere at all times. This is how you build power, by being somewhere at all times. And the only way that we can do it, even though we can't do it in our body, some might say we can, we're not talking about that. That's reserved for another show, time traveler. But what I'm saying is, once you go online, you can be everywhere or everywhere. What is it? At all times in all one place. Everything everywhere at all times, all at once. Right? If you have a purely service based business, you can't do that because you are stuck in time. Oh, where are we going on this spaceship today, sir? Today, you should understand that you are relegated to a time clock, and this is leaving you overworked, overburdened, and vulnerable to burnout. Even in chaplaincy school, we learn that this term that you can love somebody, you can literally love someone to death, and there's a term for it. It's called uh, compassion fatigue. It means that you can really, the Bible talks about that growing weary in your well doing. Why? You're in a body, ma'am. You're in a body, sir. On your best day, you are problematic. And when you add to that, you are increasing your chances for burnout. So the question to ask yourself is, if you are a service based business solely, what happens when life interrupts your schedule? And every single day, you can guarantee there's going to be a disruption or an interruption. What is going to happen to your business when that happens? It should not stop. It should not cease. It shouldn't be stagnant. So you need a solution. But I want you to know you're going to get out of that little pity pot that you're on. And I'm telling you, you're not alone. I'm telling you, I've been there. I'm telling you that there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of other entrepreneurs that have gone through the same thing, felt the same pressure, and we found out that there's a better way forward, and that is presenting itself before you today. Service businesses, burnout, and entrepreneurial tips are what we are about here at Live at 5. We waited early, so take copious notes right now. What does time for trading money look like? It looks like you're in a cycle of overwork and burnout. Service-based businesses, your income is tied to your availability, and you are at a high risk for disruption and loss of income. If that is not something for you to be highly motivated about, that is the definition of being highly motivated. Because the highest level of motivation is you don't want to be broke, you don't want to be broken, you don't want to be embarrassed, you don't want to be shamed. So, guess what? Here's how you do that. I'm about solutions here. Write it down. I'm going to get surgical with it, Jake. You need to diversify with scalable options like online courses, digital products, and subscription based services so that you can provide a steady income revenue that is running through your business in the very best way so that you can have constant active participation when it comes to your finances and funding in your business. One of the best companies in the world to do this is Patreon. It is a platform for creators like you and I to earn through subscriptions. Right? So let's say you have a product, you have a service, you create a product, you don't know where to sell it. You put it on Patreon, which is a marketplace for content creators. And then instead of you worrying about putting together a 45-page website or learning how to build a funnel, all you need to do is get in front of your audience and promote where that item are or where your items are on Patreon. That's it. That's all you need to do. This is where they ensure that you and they have a steady income without constant availability. There's nothing to pay for you up front. You do not have to worry about that. And so it's really at no cost to you except your time, your ingenuity, and you being highly motivated that you need to bring some income into this outcome. Mhm. The next thing we're talking about today is the case for adding products. Now, it might seem overwhelming to some of us because you may not have identified what the product you want to sell first is, and that's fine, but you need to chop, chop, and get to it, right? When you and because once you do that, then you don't have to recreate the wheel over and over again. Just like these slides, they might look familiar to you because guess what? We didn't swipe out any pictures from the last presentation, but we switched out the content. And part of that is part of the reason why we're not stuck on that. Why we do aim for excellence here. We do want you to become familiar with our background, with who we are, with how we present, so that when we do make a change, it'll be startling to you, but it won't be so startling that you're not focused on the content. You're not focused on the words that are coming out of my mouth. You're not focused on, you're now focused on the text that's in front of you that's jumping off your screen at you, right? So when you decide on the kind of product that you want to create a template for it so that when you create something new, all you need to do is swap out the images, the text, and then you're well on your way. And an example of that is yoga classes on demand or designing templates for instant use. And the more you talk about it and the more your audience grows, the more people will become intrigued by you and they'll want to be connected to you with the products that you're offering. Okay. So, what might that look like? Okay. Adding products to a service based business, it means creating something tangible, something digital that clients can purchase independently, whether you are in front of a camera, behind the camera, producing something different. Your look, your brand is going to draw people in. Your brand, my God, your brand literally authenticates the way you are seen in the world. So when your ebooks come, your online courses come, your templates, your on-demand videos come, make sure it is unremarkable of anything that has nothing to do with your business. What do I mean by that? When they see your product, when they see your offers, they will know it's you because they'll be able to say, oh, that looks like ECMG. That looks like Tanya. That looks like Taryn. That looks like Joe. That looks like whatever your business is, fill in the blank. When these products are online, on whatever platforms you put on, and you don't need to be choosy, you don't need to dole out tens of thousands of dollars to build your own platforms. Whatever platform you are on, understand whether it's a marketplace or an e-com site, you are up a business 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, round the clock. This scales your reach. This expands your reach. This expands and it increases your income and your reputation without requiring extra hours or even your presence. That's why I will always tell you, you better be passionate about what you're doing because your passion is going to show up in everything that you produce. And when you put it out into the world, that's what people, businesses, entities are going to be attracted to, and they will buy into it and they will buy into themselves, most importantly, through you and your products, you and your service. Pat Flynn turned his expertise into passive income streams with online courses, ebooks, and affiliate marketing. With the resources I've already given you, you can do that too. So if you don't have a digital product yet, make sure you screenshot this because I'm going to give you another opportunity this week. I'm not going to play games with you. I'm not even going to play with you this week. You have no excuses, only options. I told you that if you're putting down what your goal is today or what your intention is today, you should have this tattooed on your laptop. No excuses, only options are available to me right now. So, because you're starting your journey with us today at this 5 o'clock hour, and we're quickly approaching the middle of that hour, listen, I'm giving you an affiliate, I'm giving you scheduling, I'm giving you freemiums, I'm giving you tools, I'm giving you a 75% commission on a product that's going to soon bump up to a four-figure product. Immediately when you get on the other side of that gate, oh, you will see the glory of having software as a service for you. You're an immediate affiliate just for signing on and investing in yourself. And then you'll have AI automation and ownership and community at your fingertips. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're doing with your life. Hit that click and click that code. Let's go. So, listen, it is what it is. I'm telling you, we are live streaming today. We are live streaming today. I don't know what all this is, but I'm letting you. We are live from Bedford Stuyvesant Alive is one. I'm telling you today, we are going today to get you above and beyond where you could possibly ever ask, think, dream, or imagine. All we ask of you is that you support us in any way that you can. There's levels to this. You can engage, you can join, you can donate. We're not fancy with it, but yet we are. At the end of the day, we want you to engage with the content. If you haven't already, no, like, share, connect, subscribe, comment, do what you need to do because I don't want you to be stingy. If you're in business to do business, you can't do business being stingy. You have to give up your time, of your expertise, of your level of excellence every time you go. So I want you to exceed your own expectations today, and I want you to share this with someone else. You may not know what I know. You may know more than what I know. But what I do know is that you're looking at me. What I do know is that you're pressed on this screen right now. So what I want you to do is share that screen with someone else so that they can take advantage of the information and they can ride it until the wheels fall off and we all can go into the sunset, being satisfied with our income and our outcomes being greater. So join our list by taking advantage of every offer. Every offer you take advantage of, we are now in the right relationship with one another, and we will be feeding you behind the scenes with so much more that you can use in your business on a daily, whether we're on or offline. And finally, you can donate. We are not offended by gifts of cash. Hit us at the coffee shop so you can see some of the digital products that we've offered and get an idea of how you can build your digital products as well. So when we send you to the coffee shop, it's not just for you to go buy, donate. It's for you to go and to be inspired, to be charged with that spark that we all need at some point in our lives. All right, so I've given you our now and laters, my favorites. Banana, Banana. So I'm giving you now. You can apply and get immediate approval with our achievable offer. In the meantime, you can get our AI automation community offer. Later on this week, we're going to give you something to sell that you have no excuses for. We're giving you hundreds, if not thousands, of classes and courses that you can use right now to resell on demand. Set your own price. And listen, there's a limitation to our threshold where you cannot sell anything less than $200. You can't sell it for anything less than $200. I'm talking to you. So later on, we've given you our community where you can make affiliates. Even though you start now, you can make affiliates 75% up with immediate access going forward. That means month after month, even when you're not promoting it, but people sign on to a link that you attached to the pages. Let's say, for example, I told you to build last week. Yeah, when you build that and create an evergreen flow to that, 5 years from now, folks will still be clicking on that link if your hosting is still up. And I already gave you the platform where your hosting is already included, Canva. Your hosting is already included, but you don't hear me though. So because we're approaching that halfway mark, let's talk about what's going on with the Tiki Talks. What in the Tiki Talks is going on? Is this the end for TikTok? Is it the end? I don't know. It could be not. Who's to tell? But we know that one day this week there's going to be a situation. I believe it's the 19th. It's the 19th where uh, TikTok is going to go away. And for those of you who are scurrying over to Lemonade trying to recreate the wheel, we don't recreate the wheel over here. You need to deploy all of your services and your what is it, your attention and retention on platforms that you already have and nurture them. Stop trying to go wherever the wind is blowing right now. So let's get into this topic. TikTok is due to be banned in the United States in a couple of days. With the incoming president, which coincidentally is being inaugurated, uh, sworn into office on Martin Luther King Day. The fates are extra this year. So yeah, with him coming into office, this not might not be what we think it is. Being that this ban is already in place, it's already the tentacles have already been expanded, if you will. This is going to go away, even if he says yay. There's a process to it. So, what does that mean for those who have been um, on TikTok? Because research shows, gossip says by way of Google, that there are over 3.7 million LinkedIn subscribers that are on TikTok. So it's a situation. Where are you going to go? Excuse me, have you used the platform that you're on? Maybe you don't understand that LinkedIn is a place where you can show up on live, and LinkedIn happens to have implemented some of the same strategies, tools, if you will, that TikTok has on their platform. I would suggest you get familiar with that on LinkedIn. YouTube also has implemented some of those things where it is official a couple of days ago that you can start selling on your shorts, and the shorts have been officially expanded as of either yesterday or the day before. So the question is not, is TikTok done? The question is, what does that have to do with you, and are you done? No, this is an opportunity for you to take advantage of. Take advantage of the tech. That's all I have to say. Take advantage of the tech. Tech is here to stay. And there will be another TikTok. There will be another Lemonade. There will be another LinkedIn. There will be another Facebook. There will be another YouTube. These platforms are going to go away. And my challenge to you is to take advantage of it while you can, learn everything and anything about it while you can, so that you can build your own. Why do you think we emphasize these profit producing tasks? Why? Because we want you to build your own. We want you to build your own businesses. That's the way wealth is created in this country and beyond, creating, being innovative. So, today, with what you learned, I'm going to give you your profit producing task of the day. And these are something that is, or that are steps that you can take, options you can execute at the top of your day, or even to think about, because at the end of the day itself, you will have to look back and take an assessment of what you've done and what you have let pass you by. So, your job, if you should decide to take it, is to transform outcomes, period. for yourself or for others. And it should be for yourself and others. That's the way it should work. You want to transform outcomes by looking into your core service into and making it transform it into a profitable, marketable product. You want to set up a sales platform and promote it within a day to start generating passive income. And I'm going to share with you one of my deepest desires for you. And I want some of you to take on this task as well. I want to eliminate debt in a day for people, right? And I'm not talking about people who are signing up and they just want a handout. No, I'm talking about people who are ready to get things done in their life, but for whatever reason, um, well, the reason being debt is in the way, so they can't move. They feel that they can't move, they are stagnant. And I know what it is to be in a place where you feel like you can't do anything because the finances aren't there. I'm here to shatter that belief for you. I'm here to shatter that and let you know that if you want to eliminate debt in a day for someone else, wouldn't it be nice if you can do it for yourself? That's what this profit producing task is, was, and will always be about. This is about eliminating debt in a day. This is about you turning your salary into your tithe every week. That's what this does. I'm being very serious with you. So, when you want to transform outcomes, you're going to apply this application. I want you to apply pressure. Do you understand? Diamonds come from being pressured, right? So, you're going to identify your core service. You're going to create a simple product. You're going to set up a sales platform, promote that product, and then monitor sales and feedback. You can do it all in a day. You can do it all in a day. Some of you can do it in an hour. If you really premium brand services, you can get this done in 3 hours for yourself. And then think about 3 businesses or brands that you like, that you're interested in, that you want to do business with. Create it for them and give it to them and watch what happens. Because if they're interested in you doing it with them or for them, then you just did what? You just unlocked yourself. And oh, by the way, you just created proof of concept for yourself and for others. This approach ensures that you can start to easily earn income, generate revenue, reduce the risk of burnout, and enhance your level of credibility in these internet streets and beyond. Now, you want to make even more? Offer an exclusive limited time discount to your initial customers and create, or this is what will create urgency and drive early sales while gathering valuable feedback for further improvement. So, what are we doing here? What we're doing here is building a product, putting it on a sales platform, whether it's yours or someone else's. You're promoting that product for the sole meaning of or reason of data. That's why TikTok is a problem. That's why the military has banned, the United States military has been banning TikTok. They're not allowed to have TikTok. That's when you knew it was a problem. You should have known it was a problem. That should have been a red flag. But you want to know the reason why TikTok is lethal? Because they have your data. By the way, because of all of these recent breaches that have gone on, these data breaches, did you know that that is a get out of jail free card for you and your credit? Oh yeah, Experience TransUnion. You need to get in contact with all of them and let them know by reason of these breaches that have been going on. Yeah, you need to clear my account right now. I don't care if you have perfect credit. Understand that these things are going on and it's leveling the playing field. And if you don't know how to do that, DM me. If you don't know anything about that, put it in the comments of what you want to know more about increasing your credit because of all of these data breaches that are going on. And it ties directly into this because TikTok is in trouble because of the data that they have been extracting, even though you've given them partial consent. They've gone beyond, they've taken liberties with you. How about them apples? In the United States, a foreign country who we enabled to come into our lives just stole our cable and everything else. Oh my God. Like you can't make this stuff up. It's data. And when you're doing these profit producing tasks, you listen to my voice. I always tell you to go and look at the data. Why? Because that's where the dollars are, my friend. That's why Facebook can make millions off you and you haven't even made your salary back from them because you are the commodity. Didn't I just say you are the supply? You are the demand? Yeah, they're banking on that. Facebook has been banking off of us for years. And we still think that Facebook is free. You better watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix. If it's not on, you better find it and study it. So I went on a rant, but I'm here to let you know it's about anticipation. It's about you knowing exactly what the story is behind the story, right? Don't be a part of the story and don't know that you can make lucrative moves and lucrative decisions for your business and for your life as well. Write that down. I am making lucrative decisions for my life right now. No objections. Objections are completely resistant to me. Write it down. So, what does this look like? I want you to meet Drea. She's a yoga instructor who also feels trapped by trading time for money. And listen, don't get offended by what I said. Don't get offended. Go and make some money. I'm here to let you know. Don't get offended. You better go and turn it into lemonade. You don't like lemonade, you better turn it into lemon key lime pie, lemon meringue, uh, mojito, whatever it is, if you indulge, right? So her income relies entirely on the number of classes that she can teach. Remember, if you're on the clock, you are in the realm and in the parameters of that clock. There's no way around that, right? This leads to burnout. So she decides to transform her business, her most popular service, and beginner yoga routines. That's her thing. She turns that into a product. She marked the beginning of her journey towards passive income by doing so. She creates a series of video tutorials for beginners and set up an e-com platform on her website. So pause here. If you have a website, all you have to do is add an e commerce platform to it, and that's as simple as a WordPress application or extension, right? Want to know more? Hit me up in the DMs, right? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. That's an example of repurposing, right? Adding to what you already have. Now, if you don't have a website, you can go to a Squarespace, Square Up, Wix, and the list goes on and on and on. Shopify. That's one of the best ones. So she leveraged her social media to promote the new product. That's what I was telling you. You don't have to drop thousands in ads. You can start using your automations, putting it out on social and seeing what hits, right? So that when you do run ads, you'll bring your pricing down when it comes to your investment. Okay. So when she offered a 20% discount to the first 50 customers, she created urgency. The response was overwhelming, with the initial slots selling quickly. Sarah's new on demand videos allowed her to earn income even while she slept, even while she was tending to other clients and customers in real time. She did this to significantly reduce her stress and her workload. Her customers and buyers appreciated the flexibility of practicing at their convenience. What was her takeaway? Through this shift, meaning she went from doing one thing one way into adding something that enhanced what she was doing, immortalizing what she's doing in something that can be picked up at any time from someone who sees her online. Okay. This gained her passive income and also enhanced her credibility. Her success story illustrates the potential of productizing services. That's your job today, to productize your service. How am I productizing my service? How am I putting together my services, packaging them in a way that can be used on demand by folks who are inspired by whatever I put out, whatever we as a collective have created together? You do this by tremendous focus, and your focus should be number one on who you're serving. Your focus should be clear that what you are creating is a demand for what people really need. What are people in the dire need of? That's your job. Your job is to find a proverbial hole and fill it with solutions. There are people who are up at this hour who didn't even go to bed last night, worrying and scurrying around problems that you can solve. I'm so glad that I'm ahead of my time today because I get to pour into you on this Monday. I get to tell you that you create the demand by poking the bear. There's a method called problem, agitation, solution. I use it all the time. I've been using it here. You have to poke the bear. You have to agitate, meaning rip the band. I'm going to get graphic, trigger warning. You have to rip the band aid off. If this is still there, I want you to rip that and I want you to apply pressure. I want you to put the hydrogen peroxide so we can continually heal. I want you to put the alcohol on it. I want you to press it and poke it with your finger. You're agitating now. So somebody can't find customers. Well, if you don't have customers, you don't have a business. If you don't have a business, then you're going to be a laughing stock. If you're going to be a laughing stock, then you're going to be made shame. Listen, I come to tell you, see how I poke that? The solution is to find a product that's going to serve the masses, to create evergreen content, which is something that everyone is going to need at some point. And here are the four categories. It's money, or excuse me, financing. It's family. It's friendships and fitness. They're four distinct categories, right? When you start dealing with people's income, you see people turn into other people. Literally, you see what people look like when they don't have. You see what people have act like when they do, which is a whole nother man. I have 3 series that I've already talked about today. We can talk about that later. But when you start playing with people's money, when you start being a burden on business, or a burden start to overwhelm your business and overwhelm you in the process, you are in a position of either pity or power. Today, you make a decision what you're going to focus on. Green, but what is it? Red pill, blue pill? Don't take both like some people I know, giving you the ability to see past the foolishness and the nonsense, right? But I want you to focus on the main thing. Don't focus on the problem, focus on being the solution. Because, contrary to popular belief, if you are in the problem, you're called to that problem to be the solution. Because some people don't see their way out of situations for other people until they get in it themselves. So, every burden is not to bring you down, sometimes it's to bolster you to the next level. I'm getting to it. So, I want you to demonstrate power every time you show up. Demonstrate power. It's biblical. We are called into this world to demonstrate power. How am I going to demonstrate power best? By being of service, by being consistent, by showing up, by affiliating, by partnering with, by even being sponsored by companies, businesses, brands that would love to work with you. And it doesn't matter if you have 4,000 people following you, 40,000, 40 million people following you. It doesn't matter how big or how small. What matters is that if what's the word? Content is king, then consistency is her queen. And let me tell you what content is. Content is cash. Write that down. Content is cash. And if cash slash content is king, consistency is her queen, is his queen. They go together. They must be together. So understand that, know that, feel that, understand the intention that you put behind consistency. Why do I need to be consistent? I need to be consistent to build a relationship and a rapport with our audience. I need to build consistency so that my audience knows that the vision I have myself for myself is a vision that I have for them. Visions so that they can prosper. Visions so that they can prosper without the pressure. Visions so that they can move freely throughout the cabin, not just with themselves, not just for themselves, but for their clients and their customers. How? Why am I doing this? I need to create consistency because I want them to know that their position in life is not just to come and check a clock. Do they still do that anymore? Do you have to put your little time clock in the little thing anymore? Your time card? Do people do that anymore? Your job is not to do that, to just show up in a building and get scanned in. That's not your job. Your job is to experience and express absolute wealth in every area of your life. And wealth is more than money, wealth is more than riches. Look at those people in California. Their wealth can't buy their peace of mind right now. There's some people who would give every dime to go back to December 30th. So understand that my dream for you, my wish for you, my solution to you is that you know, consider, and understand the truth of the thing. You are here to express and experience absolute wealth in every area of your life, not just one. And if you want that, not just for yourself, but for others, do you know how much you can change the world? I already told you can eliminate debt in a day with what we're doing here for yourself and for others. And if you're a selfless individual, you're frantic about getting this done because there's so many people who are hurting out there. And if you're in California, anywhere near California, or even somewhere across the world, and you have a service, a product that you can offer them, offer it to them for 90% off. Offer it to them because they need something to hold on to. Because there are people who are saying that they've lost everything without realizing that they are the thing that was preserved so that they can demonstrate power. Oh, I love people who have survived. If you don't have any scars on your face or on your body, I don't want to know you. I want to know that you've been through some things. And that's the reason why we resonate, because we all meet at a place called pain. The question is, have you overcome it or are you still being bothered by being triggered? I'm not the trigger, I'm the pull in the trigger. That's the position that you have to take. So build your relationships, build them with service, provide services, provide what you can give, provide your time, provide a word of encouragement, provide something that these people need. That's not going to cost them anything. Everything I've given to you, with the exception of the Zillionaires Academy, it's 100% free right now. But I say to you, if there's no price, there's a cost. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you sweat equity. Oh, it's going to cost you. Never mind price. How much is it going to cost me to get this done? Somebody put a comment on our YouTube yesterday. I think it was yesterday, the day before, and I was rolling. And she said, "Yeah, this is executable in the day at the top of the day." And this is why we start this early. We are here early with it. Are we with it? We got time today because we want you to win. We want you to soar. We don't just want you to just collect a trophy. No, trophies. The hymnologist said, I will lay my trophies down. Every day I get a chance to talk to thousands of people just by pressing a button. You can do the same thing. You don't want to be on screen? Have you seen me on screen? Have you seen me? So you have no excuse. Oh, I don't know what links to put. Do you see any links here? You better get up with the technology and create your QR codes because these QR codes are really dangerous because they really help us. They help us not get scammed. They help the audience not be scammed. Because there have been folks who have put links in. I put in ours. We had our website /give. People will take advantage of your ignorance because what will happen is they'll take the link, they'll send it to you by way of a DM. They'll go to you through WhatsApp. They'll go through you to all kinds of challenges, platforms. That's what TikTok was doing. That's what TikTok was doing. You didn't notice that every time you followed somebody, that you have 5 or 6 people with counterfeit accounts following you, and you think that it's the person that you follow following you back, and then they want to follow you. Yeah, rewind what I just said. That is a scam. That's why TikTok is going away. There were so many bots that were operating behind the scenes. The same thing with putting up your website and telling people to give to you. There are bots that are out there that are snagging your website, creating other websites with AI that look exactly like yours. And to people who are not tech savvy, who are going into these WhatsApps and every other thing that's like it, because wait, WhatsApp belongs to Facebook, so they're part of it too, right? But they can't control it. Why? Because TikTok. Why? Because Byte Time, whatever the name of the company is, behind that, they have bots that are scamming people out of millions of dollars. So shout out to the QR people because I had a QR code on my business card 10 years ago. They knew what they were doing. You scan any of the codes here, you're going directly to our stuff. We don't play games. We don't play games. Listen, I was a bankster. I was a bankster for years. I don't play with money. I am bonded. I don't play with your money. So what we're offering you is clarity, conviction, confidence. So when you get up with these products that I'm showing you, you see this applause that you're getting right here. This is what you're going to get when you come and you sign up under our account. When you go through here, you're going directly to our site where you get more information. You're not going directly to a checkout. You're going to a sales page so you can see what is being offered to you. We're offering you software that you can sell immediately. Software. You know what software is, Microsoft? You know what software is? Listen, you're selling software that you're going to own when you become a part of the community. You're going to have speed. Why? Because you have a community, because you have AI, because you have automation, because you have people who are behind you that are applauding you, that are pushing you. And oh, yeah, by the way, we're going to hold you accountable. What are you talking about? You have no excuse. You already have experience. You have the spirit of excellence that's already on you. Why not bolt something to that bad boy that's going to take you not to the next level, but beyond what you could ask, think, dream, or imagine? This ain't a scam. This ain't a game. This ain't something that is going to take you. It's going to make you a millionaire overnight, but I tell you, it's going to make you a millionaire faster. I tell you, it's going to bring you income, it's inconceivable income. Man, I don't know what's happening to me. This is the last thing I'm going to say to you before I go. Um, Write that down. Inconceivable income is my portion now. How about them apples? Thank you so much for your time, for visiting us today live at 5 with It Is I, Tanya. If you got questions, comments, concerns, ideas about the show, go ahead and post them up in your comments. Understand this: when you enter a room and when you leave a room, you need to leave an impact. So, whether it's a thumbs up, a subscription, a comment, a connection, at the end of the day, we're all connected. Have a wonderful day. Understand, consider, and know that you are the greatest prophet in your life. Begin to speak those words of empowerment, because if you don't believe you, ain't nobody else will. Have a fantastic day, and do know beyond that you are everything it is that you say you are. So what you saying? What I'm saying is, I'll meet you at the switch.